Okay, here's question 17, more of the same, simplify the expression. Kind of a nasty looking question. You've got a lot of different things going on here, a lot of parentheses and exponents to deal with, but we'll take care of it and go step by step just like we did with the last two questions. So we've got 1 plus 2 in parentheses squared times 3 minus 1 in parentheses, and that's also being squared, and then we're going to divide by 2. So back to order of operations, p coming first, parentheses. So I'm going to take care of both my parentheses things first here. So the 1 plus 2 is going to change into a 3. And I'm writing the parentheses again. I'll show you why in a minute. And the 3 minus 1, that's going to simplify to 2. That's going to be squared. And then divide by 2. Now, there's a reason I wrote the parentheses again. Notice where the exponents are. Some people are tempted to say, oh, well, they're in the parentheses. That's in the same step. No, that's actually not inside the parentheses. Those are outside of the parentheses. So they don't fit into this P step. They are in the E step here, which should make sense to you. Exponents is the second step. So we're going to take care of both of these exponents, but not because they're inside the parentheses. It's because exponents is next on the list. So we've got 3 squared. 3 times 3, that's 9. And 2 squared, 2 times 2 is going to change into 4. And then I'm going to divide by 2. Okay, so exponent step done, multiply, divide next. And again, it doesn't matter whether I see multiplication first or division first. This is together, and we just work left to right. So that's all I'm going to do here is work left to right to actually finish this question, because those are the only symbols we have left. So I've got 9 times 4, 36, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. Okay, 25 and 26 are a couple of story problems, and as we've said a few times now, if it's in the section about whatever, that's probably what they want you to do, and since this is in the section about order of operations, that's probably what they want us to do. Jared has $32. He buys 5 packs of trading cards that cost $3 each, and a display book that costs $7. Simplify the expression 32 minus parentheses 5 times 3 plus 7 close parentheses to find out how much money Jared has left. So what they've told us to do here, even though we could read through and figure it out on our own, is they want us to figure out what 32 minus 5 times 3 plus 7 equals. Or, in other words, use the order of operations on this problem. So, parentheses first. Well, I got a lot of parentheses here. Right? This whole thing in the right side. Remember, when you're working inside parentheses, you go by the rest of this letter order here. So, exponents would come first, but there are none. Then multiply and divide left to right. Well, I got multiply and divide. 5 times 3 is 15. And then add and subtract. And remember, I'm still working inside the parentheses because I didn't finish off this last tail end part here with the plus 7. So I'm going to do this 15 plus 7, and that's going to change into 22. So I got 32 minus 22. And now, of course, the order of operations really doesn't matter because that's it. That's all that's left. And that's going to equal 10. Now, what does 10 mean? Well, let's look back at what the question says. We're supposed to find out how much money Jared has left. So what the question really should answer here is that Jared has $10, because that's what we were figuring out, how much money he had left. Well, Jared has $10.